An instructional video on how to take and change rear brakes on a 86 bigred 250. I didn't see any good instructional videos. I've seen a few where they had already taken about 3/4 of the way apart and you can't figure out how to get some of it apart. So I figured I'd make this to kind of show a few people, or hopefully to help somebody out, which this thing was giving me an issue. This one's currently giving me an issue, and I'm swapping all the parts from the other one to this one, but I can't get this off. So probably gonna end up having to cut it off. So the easiest thing to do is start out, take all your lugs off. Just take the whole wheel completely off. That way you might have to get a breaker bar and break this carrier bolt out. Once you get that carrier bolt off, the hub is supposed to just slide right out. Okay, there's nothing in there holding that together besides the splines. That that hub is supposed to just slide right out. Next, all these 10mm bolts fit in all these. It's got this shroud around it. Some do, some don't. Depends on if people put them back on when they're done. After you get those 10mm bolts, give this a couple of whacks, just all the way around with a rubber hammer or something. Just keep tapping it. It does have these little tabs. There's about 4 of them, I think, that you can put a screwdriver behind and beat it this direction. That helps to break it loose. Once you get that loose, this is supposed to just pop right off. And then you have your hub that your brake pads run against. Now, this is the thing that most people have the worst trouble getting off. And one thing that a lot of people are not remembering to do is take your brake lines loose and completely make sure this sets all the way back to flat, because if you don't, those brake pads are going to be pressed tight against this and this won't come off. So remember to do that. Once that happens, this should just slide right off. Okay, and then it's just a matter of changing your brake pads out, swapping them out, putting it all back together in reverse. That's it. I'm having trouble with this one. That's why I'm having to put a puller on it. I'm probably gonna end up having to cut it off, but I'm just gonna swap everything out. Well, hope this helps somebody out.